There we are, Chair.
Thank you, Jane. Thanks very much. Okay, good afternoon, subcommittee and officers, and welcome to the Licensing and Gambling Subcommittee meeting of Monday, the 6th of December 2021. The time is 2 p.m. The meeting is taking place via Teams, using the Teams protocol, which by now you are all very well aware of. However, I just want to run through, please turn your microphones to mute unless I call on you to speak. Do not use the chat function to enter into the debate. Just use that to notify if there are any difficulties with IT and the like. Okay, I will, that's my welcome. Jane, can you please take the roll call?
Yes, Chair, I've marked you as present. Councillor Misen?
Yeah, Jane, present.
Councillor Whitelock?
Present, thank you, Jane.
And Councillor Prothero?
Present, thanks, Jane.
And I'll go to officers. Neil Chappell?
Present, Jane.
And Gavin White?
Present, Jane.
Anyone else present that I haven't called? No, I can see there's nobody present, Chair.
All right.
That's the roll call completed.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jane. So I will now ask for declarations of interest. We have the papers before us. We know that it's Avon Ales. Does anybody have any interest to declare? I do not.
No.
No. Therefore, then, Councillor Mark Prothero, thank you very much for your attendance and being substitute. But if you wish to leave the meeting, you may.
Okay, thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Okay then, so we go to the third item on the agenda, which is our decision-making item this afternoon. Application to vary a premises licence from Avon Ales and Fine Wines. And this is on page 3 to 18 of the report, which I do expect that you have all read and completely au fait with. Okay then, Mr. Chappell, please.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, committee. Agenda item 3. This is an application for the variation of a premises licence. The licence is Avon Ales and Fine Wines at 24 Station Road, Port Talbot. The applicant being a David George Davis. Chair, this premises is already licensed under the Licensing Act. It has a licence for off sales. And that licence is until 2 o'clock in the morning. This application is to add, by way of variation, the sale of alcohol for on sales, so for consumption on the premises. And they're also looking to add regulated entertainment and late night refreshment. The application did result in a couple of representations, one from the police licensing officer and one from the senior regulatory services officer, being the licensing team, and they effectively wanted additional conditions to be attached to the license. But in addition to that, they had some negotiations with the applicant because they were a little bit concerned about the times that were requested until 2 o'clock in the morning, and the applicant has agreed that the on sales part of the application and the regulated entertainment will cease at 11 o'clock at night, and then only off sales will continue until 2 o'clock in the morning. Because everything has now been agreed between the responsible authorities and the applicant, the application is before you today, Chair, for approval.
Thank you, Mr. Chappell. Therefore, we'll go to the any questions? Are there any questions? None at all? No? No. I did have a few queries. Oh, Richard, Councillor Misen, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, Chair. Just before I put the hand up, it was. Yeah, I mean, no concerns if it's recommended for approval, but I know it says on there he wants to the most people he wants in there is 20. So that's, and they can only be served seated at the tables. Now then, on the photo we've got, it's only got 2 tables there. I don't know what's this side of the doors, was it, to stop, can you get any more tables in there? That's what I'm saying, because they're not going to get more than 4 around those tables. I mean, that's, unless they're counting outside for when he gets a license for outside pavement drinking. I don't know, but
Well, they have applied, or have indicated they
haven't
wish to
applied for
do
it,
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Mr. Chapel, have you got
okay,
anything to
I
say
mean,
in answer to
So
that?
no, I mean they've limited to 20. That's how many wants in there. As you can see, there are 2 tables in the photograph. You can't see what's this side
No.
of the photo, whether there is a little bit more space. But like I said, the police and the legal regulatory services officer are both content with the application as it stands.
yeah, that's fine. I just inquired
Yeah,
about it.
I had concerns, Councillor. I rang Peter Malloch this morning just to sort of dot the I's, cross the T's of things. And I am now also content with agreeing to this licence if we so decide. So anybody else wishing to ask any questions? No. Therefore, then I will take you to the recommendation, which is on page 8, that the members of the subcommittee determine the application after considering all relevant representations. Would I have a mover to agree to the application?
I'll move, Chair.
Thank you.
Second, yeah.
And you'll second. I'm also in agreement, so that makes us 3 of us. So that is unanimous. So this application is approved. And thank you very much for your attention. I'm going to go back to the, excuse me, just go back to the agenda just to make sure I do everything.
Sorry, Chair, we have no urgent items either.
No, and that's it. Item 4 is urgent items. And as Jane has just said, we have no urgent items. So that concludes the business for the subcommittee this afternoon. And I thank you very much for your attention. Okay.
Thank you, Chair.
Finished?
Thank
Good
you,
afternoon, all.